Hello. I just wanted to talk about random stuff. So I'm going to talk about things that annoy me about men and women. Actually, let's start with women because it's easier at the moment. Women. Yeah. You guys. Well, girls. I think there's so much drama. I mean, I love most women, but the amount of drama that you get with them, it's like space. Everyone needs their own space. They need their own little time to relax, and especially men, they need their days off where they just go and hang out with their guys or go hang out alone with themselves. I don't know, do whatever they want, you know? And then some women are like, what? You don't want to spend every single moment you can with me? Why is this? Why? And then you're just like, ugh, shut up. Because basically, everyone has a little sparkle in their eye. Well, that's the hope anyways. And this sparkle goes away the longer you spend all your time with other people. You need that you time. You need those smaller things with other people to feel good about yourself and to feel revitalized and energized. So let the man have his time, or even the woman, in my case sometimes. Let them have their peace, and then you can work on yourself, which is never painful. Also, gossip. Gossip really sucks, because basically all it is just an excuse to badmouth people. And like, I have a theory that you should just have no secrets and just, be open about everything, because when you have no secrets, you have nothing to hide. And if you have nothing to hide, then no one can gossip about you. Well, if they do, it will be based on honest, truthful information. So it won't be just like catching random shit bits which are not even relevant from the sky. It will be actual information. So if you have something to say, at least, say it from an informed point of view, instead of this, oh, I heard from my sister's boyfriend's second cousin's grocer that you're sleeping with something like that. I don't know. I don't even want to bother with that. Basically, so gossiping sucks, because the more you gossip about other people, you know that the people that gossip to you gossip about you probably just as much. I mean, why wouldn't they? They like to say shit about other people behind their backs. What would be stopping them from doing the same to you? Unless you live in this air of mystery and no one knows what you do in your free time. But highly doubtful. We're not all Barney Stinsons. Okay, so there's drama and there's space. What else? Makeup. Okay, women spend so much time on makeup, like hours sometimes, or hair or whatever. And I know that some people's hair, when they wake up, it's like sticking out all over the place and stuff like that, and then they have like giant bags under their eyes. But in general, men don't even notice that, by the way. And like, there should be a rule that applies to all of you, even though most men, already have this rule. Like, the person you wake up to in the morning with no makeup or nothing should look just as hot as the one that you went to bed with, not like a 180 degrees, or that you have to like run out of bed to put on your makeup to look better. That's not how it's supposed to work. You should be yourself with the person you love. And that applies to all kinds of relationships, but just in general, I don't see the point of taking longer than 10 minutes max on your makeup and stuff like that, because usually your partner doesn't even notice. Like, they notice, if you have mascara or like a shaper for your brow, or like if you have it or not on your eyelid and lipstick, but they don't notice which shades or things like that. Also, if you think about how men usually look at colors, they just see, you know, that is just brown. They don't see chocolate brown or like all these kinds of 30, like 50 shades of gray or whatever. They don't see that. They just see gray. It's just simple, concise, clear. It's gray. So why make that effort? Mostly it's benchmarking against other women. And I mean, yeah, women should just be happy with each other instead of trying to compete in everything. Let's think what else. Yeah, that's it for women for now. Next, men. Okay. Men should not have these weird habits where they just go completely quiet or just out of the radar, totally just gone, and you have no idea what's going on at all. And they don't let you know either. And then they act like it's the most normal thing in the world. And this is, I mean, I have it even with my brothers. I have it with friends, with ex-boyfriends, whatever. They all just have these habits of disappearing. And I know that you need your space. But sometimes you should just, you know, not randomly just disappear, you know? What else? I think most men, they used to have really weird standards for women, but I think now it's getting more realistic, at least from the people that I hear from. Like, they're not looking for the anorexic supermodel who's, you know, everything in one, like this considered Kate Moss supermodel thing. Instead, they're looking for someone who's curvy, and instead of naming like 20 different things that they need, it's usually like friendly, sweet, outgoing. It's just like it's not as strict as it used to be, at least in high school. I mean, I guess I mean that either shows that we get easier or that we realize that that's unrealistic. I hope it's the latter. Women also, they have really high expectations of men. Usually things that they expect to be really obvious by hinting it in a subtle way. Most men cannot read subtlety. They cannot read it. They don't even know you're doing anything. Like, you thought it was so obvious. Like, oh, look at that book. I really like that book. And they'll just be like, yeah, it looks okay. And keep walking. Most. I'm not saying all. So, subtlety does not work. So you either have to find a friend to say it to them, or you have to say it to their faces. You just have to be so obvious in some things that there's no way to mistaken it. Because if there is, he will. For men, what else can I say? Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of annoying that no matter what, you know, like, guys tend to fall in love with all their female friends. I mean, I understand the biology of it all and the whole needing to hump every person in the world, but I still think it can be quite frustrating, especially for women when it's not clear why he's suddenly behaving differently, and then suddenly he disappears and you lose a really great friend just because he decided that he would like to fuck you. So actually there should be some kind of like code word, I think, for people to say, hi, I don't want to have sex with you, I just want to be your friend. And then if both of them agree to that, they become friends. And if neither of them agrees to it, or one of them doesn't, then they split up. But this way, it's like you get off scot-free, I think you call it. But yeah, I think that should exist. But now I've run out of things to say for now. I hope my rambling hasn't put anyone off. I just wanted to get something out. So, have a good night. Bye.